All right.
Way to start the show. All right, there we go. You should be able to hear me now. You're not hearing me? We just tested this. Hold on. Just a second. We're going to come back. You reboot. Hold on.
I can hear you. What in the world? What's going on, guys? He's got so many damn bells and whistles going on over there. I don't think he knows what's what. He'll have another season.
All right, there you go. Jackpot, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
No?
Yes, I can hear you.
What a shithole. Hold on just a second here.
I can hear you, and they can hear you.
Yeah, great. Now you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what the hell the problem was there, but hey. Anyway, welcome into the show. Got a jam-packed show as we roll along here with football season. Let's move things back over here. There we go. Now it looks right.
All right.
Now, anyway, welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. A lot to talk about this evening. First thing we got to lead off the top rope here. Jackpot is Brian Kelly has been fired from LSU. Kind of expected that, right?
I mean, it was kind of surprising. I mean, I guess until last night's events. I mean, the way they lost that ball game. Yeah. Then today, I guess that's not a surprise. I mean, I read something. I laid down and take a nap for about 3 hours before we did the show, and when I laid down, I read that they had discussions with the AD and they did not go well. But then I wake up and then I find out. Well, I didn't even know it until I read the title of the thing of the show a second ago that he's fired. So. Yeah,
well, that's from Pete Thamel at Yahoo Sports reporting it now. Just to give you some numbers here on this Jackpot. Now, here's the thing. I don't buy into the whole conference, this and that and everything else. But if you do, he plays an SEC schedule. He went 34-14 in 4 seasons at LSU, had a Heisman Trophy winner, went to the conference championship game, and averaged about 10 wins a season. But apparently that's not good enough.
Well, this season was like his undoing.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just like the same thing with James Franklin. I mean, it just took a few weeks. So it's like, wow.
I just don't get I guess I'm at the point now where it's like, look, I think Brian Kelly is a good coach and he'll get on somewhere else. $54 million buyout, by the way.
I wonder if some of these schools aren't making harsh decisions.
Yeah.
Rash decisions, I should say.
I just wonder
because everybody's talking about, whoa, this team here, look how much they care about winning. They're willing to spend 50-something million. Well, I mean, I hope you got a replacement lined up. I mean, it's crazy. It really is.
So I did a peek, Jackpot, at just a simple search on who is the guy to go there and replace Kelly. The first name is Lane Kiffin. I mean, I thought he was going to Florida yesterday. Everybody wants Lane Kiffin, but you had that great stat yesterday. His first ranked road SEC win was yesterday.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that, when I heard that, I was like, look, I like Lane Kiffin, but
I mean, he's never been to the playoffs. He ain't never won shit. He won one New Year's Six game against Penn State. That's all he's won. They're like, oh, but he can recruit, he can do all this and that, and look all what he's doing at Ole Miss. What has he done? I don't know.
Well, Ole Miss was a shithole before he got there. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, Ole Miss has had success in football before. I mean, it's not like they haven't had it's not like they're a losing team every year. It's not like they were the Vanderbilt every season. They've been good before.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Kelly is out at LSU. They get 2 weeks. Whoever the new coach is, by the way, guess what? You get 2 weeks. You got to play Alabama in Alabama. Good luck, bro. Good luck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, it's going to be an interim.
Doesn't matter. Still, it's like, hey, I guess you have to go into it with the mentality of you are that interim coach, but here your first game is against Alabama on the road.
Well, do you think Shane Beamer might go to LSU?
I made a promise tonight I made a promise myself tonight that I wasn't going to mock the South Carolina fans. You and I made the gentleman's wager about the whole Cocktober thing, and they weren't going to win a game there. To be honest with you, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought they would slip up and win one of those games. But after last night's game, I said, you know what? These people are down hard. I'm not going to mock the Gamecock fans right now. It's not any fun anymore. You know, I mean, the way that game went last night, you're up 8 in the fourth quarter and lose by 7. That's just it's a tough loss, man. Tough loss.
Yeah. Yep.
Eddie says jackpot reminds you of moderator deal. I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know what that means, but hey.
Yeah, I told him I'd give him one of the wrenches. The wrenches, yeah. They said people kept saying what was going to happen in the live stream yesterday with the game. I don't know if they did or whatever. They probably was, but I didn't notice it because I didn't read every single chat. It's hard sometimes to live stream and be able to read all those chats that people where they're going back and forth. So I didn't see it, but I believe it.
All right, so I did catch it yesterday, and people are just giving up plays. And by the way, these are people that I never see on our live stream here. These are people that were just coming.
No, there was at one point I had like close to 500 people in that thing. So it was pretty well attended yesterday for sure.
Yeah. So thank you for that, for the folks that did tune in and the folks that are here tonight. I'll answer Christopher's question. Christopher N says, is Clemson any better at the moment? I think there are better things right now for the Clemson program. I think that South Carolina needs a complete, hey, this, new coaching staff. So at least Clemson has, I think, a better staff right now. Now, I know that some Gamecock fans don't want to hear that, but as far as where Clemson is as a team, they're right there in the mix with South Carolina. I don't think they're going to go 4-8 or 5-7, though. I don't think. But at this juncture, I don't know. Because I did pick them to lose the game to Georgia Tech this season. I thought the LSU game was a toss-up and then go from there. But I don't know what to expect. Jackpot, you want to talk about this question? That's a good one.
Walking Off Sports says, why did South Carolina guy just let him score and throw his hands up? He let him score on purpose. He let him score on purpose because they wanted to tie the game up because they didn't want them to run the clock down all the way and then kick a field goal and win the game and them not have a chance to do anything as in terms of getting the ball back and scoring again. Which is on Shane Beamer and the coaching staff because they had burned all. Well, it was on Shane Beamer. He's the one who calls them. He'd burned all the timeouts. He didn't have any timeouts left.
Right. It was the right
because he's a fucking dope.
Yeah, it was the right play to let him score because it gave them a chance to at least have the ball back with a chance to try to tie it. So if they didn't, then hey, they kick a field goal and they can run the clock out and you don't get another shot.
Oh, so, no, I knew you wasn't shit talking. It was just, they let him score on purpose.
Beamer mentioned that in the press conference. He said he went to
I didn't know that at the time. I mean,
I know.
Emotions going on. I'm like, oh, fuck, he just scored.
He said in the press conference, he told Sellers, hey, we let them score so you could bring us back. He said that in the press conference, which I thought was interesting. So there you go. Nicholas Powell says Clemson better staff hell half of its nepotism hires in his sons and president's sons. There is some nepotism with the Clemson staff, but if you look at the two coordinators, regardless of what you think they've done this season, nationally they're thought of as very good coordinators. And Dabo Swinney has won national titles and just won the conference last season. I think that's a step ahead of where South Carolina is. Okay, all jokes aside.
That good? That's what we did last year. Is that good?
Yeah. Well, I get what you're saying, Jackpot, but would you rather have what Clemson has as a coaching staff or what you've got as a coaching staff right now?
Neither. Neither.
Fair enough.
Neither one of them are able to get. Neither one of them are able to get the job done. I don't know that any Clemson fan is especially happy with that coaching staff up there either.
I'm not happy with the play of some of the players and some of the stuff you've heard from some of the former players about these guys don't care about each other. You can see that. You can definitely see that. I don't know how to fix that in the NIL era. I don't. So when guys drive cars to practice that cost more than my house, they're 18 years old, there's something that may mess with your head about that.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, we'll take calls and stuff on that tonight. Oh, Jackpot, we have the Dennis Wilson segment. We got that. Look at that. Oh, it's Wheezy. Hello, Wheezy. Is that Wheezy?
Yeah, I'm tickling her in a little tickle spot.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we do have Dennis Wilson fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, tell us a story, sir.
Did I? Okay. Oh, Lord. October is coming gone. My team had 0 wins for the month. November is coming. We are staring down the barrel of going 4-7 heading into the Clemson game, which is our Super Bowl, because we know we are not going to a bowl game. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. There you go.
Yeah, pretty embarrassing there. No doubt.
Pretty embarrassing. Look, I'm embarrassed by Clemson too, by the way. I mean, the SMU loss was, in my opinion, look, the Georgia Tech loss, you lost that on the road, and I'm not saying that any loss is bad or whatever, but the SMU loss, we looked like we didn't have any balls. We just looked like just total shit out there. And then, like, you know, it used to be this thing at Death Valley up there at Clemson. We're playing there. I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, they had so many wins in a row there. They've got what? Two losses there this season? 3 losses there this season. I mean, they've lost what? SMU, LSU, and the Fruit, all at home this year. That used to be an intimidating place to play. Now it's
well. Let's think when Shane Beamer beat you up there in 2022, they hadn't lost a game there since 2016.
Yeah, so there's a drop off.
Like literally, like freaking like Obama was the president last time Clemson lost at Death Valley prior to Shane Beamer beating them there at the end of 2022. Now they've lost 3 games this year.
Yeah, it's just not an intimidating place to play anymore. And you know what? I want some fire from this team. Like there isn't anybody on there that you're intimidated by. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they don't have it. Yeah, they got guys that are highly rated, but there isn't a guy on that team that you're like, you know what? He would slap the shit out of you.
I hadn't heard anything about Sammy Brown all year long.
Sammy Brown got married. Like I read that and since then he's been
19. I mean, what?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know.
That's wild. But I haven't heard anything about him. Okay, other than now I know that he's married. But I hadn't heard anything about anything he's done all year. I mean,
there isn't anybody else. They talk about Wade Woodaz, but Woodaz is undersized. We don't have anybody that's just like, you let them come off the bus first so people can see you're serious.
When I see Wayne Woodaz, I think of a Temu version of Tanner Muse.
Yeah.
Temu Muse.
Yeah. That's fair, but I just don't see anything at Clemson that makes me any guy out there that's like, all right, this guy's going to be outstanding, or this guy's going to be just vicious, or I thought it might have been Helt, the transfer in from Purdue, but for some reason it's like they ration snaps for that guy. He should be out there every fucking play.
He was playing good at the beginning of the season. I haven't watched a whole ton of the Taters. You guys have had 2 bye weeks already. I haven't watched a ton of them. I watched some of the SMU game, I guess, last week. But what time is the Duke game this week?
I haven't. I'll look in just a second and find out for you. But look, at this juncture, I wouldn't be surprised if Clemson loses the game this Saturday. The game is at home, but let's see here. Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. It's at noon, Justin says.
It's a nooner. Okay. Good. That means I can watch it. Ours is on at night. Another night game, man. Another night game. That sucks. That sucks for Peckerhead. I know. Well, I don't know if it sucks for him or not. I know he's going to the game. A little nooner.
Early line on that. Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite.
I don't know about that. That's a 7. I looked it up to see how far it was. That's a 7.5-hour trip from here.
Yeah.
To Oxford, Mississippi for Peckerhead.
Yeah. Well, Peckerhead's got a hell of a trip to go catch an L.
I don't think that it's not as far of a trip as Baton Rouge, but it's not. He's going as far as I went to the place I stayed at overnight.
Right. Jackpot, if you had to guess, what do you think the line is for the Ole Miss game right now? Did you look yet?
It was 13.5 earlier.
It's up to 14.5 now.
I don't know about that. It's tough to say. South Carolina mails it in after yesterday's game, but I don't think they will, man. I don't think they will. I was worried about yesterday's. I thought they might get blown out, but they just keep on fighting. I don't know.
Well, let's give Shane Beamer some credit here.
Somebody needs to give the punch Lane Kiffin in the mouth, but
that's fine. Let's give Shane Beamer credit. His November teams have always played better than and outshine what they've done in September or October. By the way, he hasn't been very good in October, but his November teams have been pretty freaking solid. So.
Yeah, that's true, but he hasn't faced a schedule in November like he is this year.
Well, he's got 2 games against ranked teams and 1 game against an in-state team, in-state non-power 4 team, and then the Clemson matchup. I would venture to say, what was it, the Tennessee year? Didn't they have 2 ranked teams there, including the Clemson matchup? It was kind of a gauntlet there too. I'm not trying to hold up for the guy. I'm just saying his teams did better.
Yeah.
In November. They have. So
yeah, they have. And last year, they didn't. Well, they had like Mizzou and Wofford and Taters and somebody. So,
but Mizzou was a top 25 team.
Yeah, these are two really tough road games, especially the one at Texas A&M. Damn, they look good. Jeez.
Justin, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, guys?
What's up,
man?
Doing good. Hey, Carolina Jeff. I watched the soccer Alabama game. Me and my friends, we were disappointed, but what can you do is we have had our best against Alabama last year and this year. Is this? It's not says that's not play way against Alabama at the end. It's so easy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, I was talking to LSU find a football coach today. It says you expect LSU to find a coach in mid-season. They never done it before, you know.
I never seen anything like this before. This is
me neither.
Three of them, three coaches in just the SEC that have been fired this year already.
Yeah, I know. Hey, before I go, guys, I still waiting for Saka to find Shane Beamer as soon as possible because, hey, Carolina Jappa, like we said, he's not the guy. What is the fans going to realize? What is fans going to realize to get the sticks going ahead? He's not going to take you nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he's not the dude, but you ain't gonna find anybody good this year because everybody else is already all over him.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Go Gamecocks. Stay strong, Carolina Jappa.
Thank you, brother.
And so, wait a minute. It's 4 teams now, Jackpot, because you got Arkansas, Florida, LSU, and then who was the fourth one? There's a fourth one, isn't there? No, I don't know. My brain's not working. Yeah, it's just 3 of them then. Anyway.
You know, I have a lot of people yesterday, and I was making a comment about this. There were a lot of people on social media and that last night shitting on Norris Sellers after that game. That really pissed me off.
Brother, there was Shane Beamer's press conference, right? The YouTube chat over there.
Yeah.
There was I'd say about a 30% set there of Sellers is the problem. He does nothing but throw interceptions. I'm like, y'all lose by 3 touchdowns yesterday if Sellers isn't playing. I'll ride that boat till the end of time. Sellers is not the problem, so fuck off blaming him.
I mean, if he fumbled yesterday in the second quarter and he didn't fumble there, I mean, nobody would. He fumbled at the worst time. That was but I mean, if he doesn't fumble there, I mean, who's to say you go down there and score anyway? And who's also to say that Alabama doesn't tie the ball game back up? I mean, I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all.
Blaming the wrong guy.
He was a fucking horse yesterday. He led the team in rushing. He probably ran around 600 yards. You know, like we're saying the game before, where he ran like 800 and something yards. The way they had calculated it up, in between running around behind the line of scrimmage, trying to make a play. He ran around a lot yesterday too.
By the way, I want to put this out there for folks that I'm not holding up for Shula because I think he's dumb, but just from yesterday's game, okay, South Carolina had more total yards than Alabama. They had more rushing yards than Alabama. Their third down efficiencies, they were 6 for 17, 8 for 16 on third downs. They were perfect on fourth down. So the offense, if you look at just those numbers, he had the 1 fumble, which he lost, and the 1 interception thrown, but Alabama lost 2 on the ground anyway. I mean, they did everything on that they could to win that game. I don't think the ball went their way, you know?
Ian over in the comment section talking about Clemson, said they're favored to beat beat everyone except Louisville. Maybe you're not beating South Carolina. You're just not. I mean, especially if they play the way they did yesterday, South Carolina beat you by 3 touchdowns.
But I was going to say, Ty Simpson didn't look like a Heisman to me. If anything, all that shit, the ESPN, all these analysts hype about Ty Simpson being so great. He didn't look so great last night, that's for sure.
He was rattled.
Exactly. He didn't look so great when he's got pressure in his face. He looked like he was lost. And I'm sick and tired of these analysts hyping him up like he's the next best thing. He's not. He's not.
Well, then why? What makes you think that? I mean, he's in the top half of the league as far as passing goes. I think he's in the top third as far as completion percentage. I mean, is it just because you're an apologist or what?
Because all he does is throw the ball. He doesn't run the ball. He doesn't run.
He's
He
a
doesn't
quarterback.
run the.
He's supposed to throw the ball. That's what they normally do.
You don't. See, I mean, yes, but he's not a running quarterback. All he does is throw.
Mm. All right, Jarrett.
He got away from some pressure yesterday, and he did play good down the stretch. But yeah, I mean, he didn't. I don't think he. I said something in my video today I made that he didn't. I didn't think he played that great. And I had some Bama fans on there coming at me. Well, Ty did this the last 2 minutes, and he was able to blah blah blah. And I'm like, God dang! I'm like, calm down. I mean, I didn't say he blew ass, okay? And he was terrible. I just said have a great game. Okay.
I just don't think he's good when he's getting pressure in his face. So, I mean, when he's faced with a good,
he's second in yards at 2,100 yards, 2,184.
When there's a good defense, when there's an elite defense in his face, he can't take the pressure, and he's not going to be able to handle it. So when I think somebody like an Indiana or Ohio State comes in his face, I think he's going to not be able to take the pressure. I think he's going to get to him. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my opinion.
Ian over in the comment section said Dylan Stewart looked pretty good yesterday. Yeah, now you wouldn't believe it. He only had 1 tackle yesterday, but he caused a ton of pressures.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. He's second in the SEC in total and passing yards.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
No. I'm going to feed you something. I want you to listen to this. He leads the conferences in touchdowns with 20, and he has 1 pick. So 20 touchdowns to 1 pick.
He has two picks. He
has 1 pick according to ESPN's website.
He has 2 picks. He has 2 picks. One in the Vandy game and one in the South Carolina game.
He's 10-to-1 touchdown ratio there, buddy. Touchdowns.
Anyway, the same kind of offense. The same kind of.
No. Don't anyway do that. Okay,
the
so
same kind of
touchdowns and less interceptions is bad.
The same kind of offense that is being run that was at Washington is the same thing got stopped at the Michigan game in the championship. So I think a good enough defense can stop them.
All right. Well, and that may come.
He didn't throw an interception yesterday.
He didn't throw a pick yesterday.
They fumbled yesterday. He didn't throw an
fumble, but it wasn't a pick. Look, I'm not gonna. He's not my quarterback. All I can tell you is that unless the SEC is garbage, okay, and it's just shit, he's one of the best in the conference. The numbers say so. So you can have one way or the other. Either he's shit or the conference is shit. It's there's no other way around it.
He just fits that offense. I would say if he was in any other kind of offense, it wouldn't work for him. And he's got the best coordinator there is in the country, probably.
Big Barney Ross says, wow, hard to listen. Hey, Big Barney, you know what that is? That's got to be a tough pill to swallow.
Tough pill to
swallow.
All right, Jay.
I was pulling for you though. Real bad for the Gamecocks to win for you, Jack. But I was pulling for you so bad so that Bama could lose again. So because that's the game that they're supposed to lose. They don't, because that's what the head coach usually. Alabama, he usually loses those games. He usually wins games he's not supposed to. He's supposed to win. And he loses. He loses those
teams, and he loses to crappy
teams. All right,
teams.
Jared, I got to move on. Thank you, buddy. All right, I got to welcome in Dr. Vol. What's up, sir? Thank you for joining us today.
Dr. Vol coming at you. What you know? Hey, well,
Dr. Vol, I feel like if I came to your house, you would offer me some really good whiskey and maybe some cornbread.
Oh, we got all that.
Not just the vibe that I get. I mean that out of respect, sir.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, fire Tim Banks. This motherfucker is robbing the University of Tennessee and the people that support the program, the boosters. Okay. He's been there 5 years. We had one good defense, and that because he knew his ass was going to get fired last year if he didn't do something. And he pulled it together and had one good year of defense. And now we got this shit show undisciplined bunch of players out there quitting on the field. Boo Carter, you are a fucking embarrassment.
What did he do?
Anybody that watches football, Boo Carter, kick his ass off the team, man.
I watched some of that game last night. What did he do? Was he taking plays off or something?
He got burnt. He got burnt twice on the two first touchdowns Kentucky had. He gets burned on a smoke screen, supposed to make a tackle. It goes 70-something yards. Next one is a double move off the smoke screen. They burn his ass again, and it goes 70-something yards. And he's giving up on the play. He could have made a tackle. He's like running the dude down, and he just lets up and doesn't make a tackle and lets him score.
Damn. They were just loafing. They were probably just loafing because they knew that damn offense was going to put up as many points as they wanted to, so they didn't have to work hard.
Respectfully, sir, with where my team is right now, I'd be happy to be sitting where your Vols are.
I know, but we're damn lucky as shit to be where we are. We could have lost to Mississippi State, and we could have easily lost to Arkansas. You know, we could be sitting here at 3-4 or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of teams are one
Christopher
score away
down here
from.
says if Kentucky puts up 30+, somebody
It's
needs
because this defense is one of the. I mean, go look at the statistics. We are like 110th in the nation. There's only 136 teams. We are 110th defense in the nation. That is crazy at Tennessee. We recruit in the top 15 every year since Heupel's been here.
Yeah,
Top 15, usually top 12. And you can't put out a top 30 defense.
Yeah.
You've got 4 stars, high 4 stars, 5 stars. You've got, I mean.
I don't know why we're always focusing on the bad. We got the best quarterback in the conference.
Well, I was actually gonna say that according to Jarrett, because Jarrett said that Simpson sucked, but the guy that was right above him at number 1 in the conference is your quarterback. But
was the
apparently
15th ranked
that means
quarterback.
he sucks too, right?
I mean, under
Jarrett's
quarterback was the 15th ranked quarterback according to most preseason polls in the conference. But and now you've got people saying that Diego Pavia needs the Heisman with 126 yards passing, like 30 yards rushing, 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 pick, no touchdowns through the air. That's Heisman worthy.
I laugh at the Pavia stuff because it's like his stats are shit. You have to have stats to get the Heisman Trophy.
And the thing is they're like, well, he's beat all these top 15 teams. Okay, you beat Missouri because your D lineman broke their dude's ankle. Like you can literally zoom in and see him snap an old dude's ankle. You beat a coach who just got fired because they're getting embarrassed by the whole conference. That was another top 15.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I have to apologize to Dr. Vol. I just looked at the team stats for Tennessee.
Yeah, defense is bad.
You have the second worst defense in the conference, just ahead of Arkansas. Holy fuck! Just a step behind Kentucky.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know you guys were that shitty on that side of the ball.
I mean, shitty.
Oof.
Still probably looking at 10-2.
No, we're not going 10-2. We're not going down. That ragtag bunch of defense is going to Gainesville. That ragtag bunch of defense is going to Gainesville and getting the first win in Florida since 2003. You're outside of your fucking mind, son. How long have you been watching Tennessee football, son? Because I've been watching Tennessee football since I was fucking knee out of grass. I've been watching Peyton Manning goddamn run out of that motherfucker. And I've seen so many fucking teams go down there, better teams than this, go down to Gainesville and get that ass whipped. I guarantee I'll bet you $1 million, son. Tennessee's going to go down there and get that ass whipped by Florida.
I got to agree with you.
You're out of your fucking mind. Florida scored 60 fucking points on you. DJ Lagway will be a first round draft pick because the way this defense will make them look.
I agree.
And that's why I'm pissed off. We're still gonna go Tennessee. These fucking Vol fans piss me the fuck off. Get in the fucking real world, dude. You can't have 110th freaking defense, dude, and freaking go down there in Gainesville and do something you ain't done in 22 years.
I don't know that you beat Vanderbilt.
No. Oklahoma?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We're going to be 8-4. Only win left is New Mexico State. Only win left.
Could be.
Look at this shit, Dr. Vol. You got Kentucky fans
you
running their mouths at you.
You catching Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm laughing at it. It's ridiculous. Cutter Bowley threw for 5 touchdowns and 300 yards on this pathetic fucking defense, dude. Out there looking like Peyton Manning.
I mean, it's hard to argue with him when you look at the numbers, sir. I did not know they were that bad.
Yeah, and they're low and they're boomer bust. They'll shine as bright as the sun a couple of plays a game and get some turnovers or get a strip sack. And that's why we've been winning these close games, because the defense will get a couple of turnovers. That shows you they can do it. But the rest of the time they're loafing. They're loafing around.
Chat here, sir. Hoghead says Tennessee has a much better chance at 0-3 versus OU, UF, and Vandy than 3-0. This defense is as bad as it gets.
We might beat Oklahoma. We might beat Oklahoma in a tight one at home because it's at home, and their offense is really fucking bad. I don't know. Their offense is bad. I mean, but we might be able to beat them in a shootout. But we're not going down to Gainesville and winning, dude. This team.
I said at the beginning of the season that until I can actually see that, it's going to be hard for me to believe.
And like I've been saying it's time for Heupel to either fire his buddies, his coordinators and everything, or his buddies. He needs to go out and get some real coordinators and take this damn thing serious, or get the fuck out, dude. Because are we competing for championships or not? You know?
That's a fair statement, because if you're playing and that's your level where you're wanting to win titles and not just, hey, we're going to beat Alabama every other year or something. I mean, the goal should be to get to Atlanta every year for every team in the SEC. But for some it is, some it isn't.
I mean, he's got all the resources in the world. We got one of the best collectives. We got some of the best rev share. He's got the money, resources, facilities. He wants to hire his buddies as coordinators and stuff, and won't go find some real coordinators to freaking create discipline on the team.
Sounds like Dabo almost.
I mean, I'm not saying shit because my team's the shit right now, and we got a bunch of nepotism up there, and CJ Spiller is the running backs coach. Fuck are we doing?
But you mark my word, if Heupel does not go fire Tim Banks and go get a real defensive coordinator, spend the money, and go fix his defense, Heupel's going to be gone within the next couple of years. And that'll be the reason for his downfall.
Appreciate it, buddy. You're always welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ethan says this guy, thank you for the super chat. This guy has probs 9-3, maybe 10-2, not losing to OU and Vandy at home. I could see losing to Florida with this defense. Thank you, sir.
I could definitely see you lose to Oklahoma and Vandy. This is Oklahoma's last chance. They've got to win out the rest of their games.
Jackpot? How many teams have we lost to at home in the last 4 seasons, 3.5 seasons? How many teams have we lost to? One. We've lost to Georgia at home. Oklahoma's not Georgia. Vandy's not Georgia. We don't lose at home.
Well, Brian Kelly hadn't lost to but one team at nighttime, and the whole time he'd been there until he lost yesterday. I mean,
Brian Kelly got fired. Heupel's not getting fired. That's the difference. Brian Kelly was losing the teams left and right.
Well, wait a minute. No, I don't think anybody said that Heupel's going to get fired. I think that Dr. Vol was wanting
dude's mad. He's mad that we didn't fire. He's mad we didn't fire the fucking DC a year after he had a top 10 defense. I'm sorry he sucks this year. Hopefully he gets fucking let go. But why are we acting like we should have fired him after last year from a fucking great value jelly roll? Fucking sitting here talking about we should have fired him after last year with a top 10 defense. Is he fucking retarded?
As Sports Talk Jay would say, if y'all just had them two corners, you'd be fine.
I don't know. We'd probably be better. Yeah, we'd probably be better with fucking two more corners.
What?
I'm not laughing at the Tennessee fans. I'm laughing at Sports Talk Jay because I think
they're missing one of their cornerbacks. I know, and he always in his video he always talks about, man, if we just had that Jermon McCoy, if we just had that corner, man, we'd have beat.
You don't
Georgia,
think Jermon McCoy would be better than a true freshman?
That would beat Alabama too if they just had him.
You don't think a healthy Jermon McCoy would be better than a true freshman?
I think he might be better enough to keep these Kentucky fans.
You don't think a first rounder, the dude is going to go in the first round off a torn ACL. You don't think he'd be better than a true freshman?
I just said I think he would be better, and you wouldn't have Kentucky fans talking about Bolay tuning you up.
Bro, he tuned Texas up too. He threw all kinds of yards on Texas.
I don't care.
He didn't have a lot of success against that Gamecock defense, though.
He looked
Did
like
he even play? I thought his first start was Texas.
No, sir. He played against South Carolina. That was his first true start.
Well, maybe y'all could have. I could have shut Pavia down, and we wouldn't have all this goofy ass hype. All his top 15
that's the truth.
Respectfully, nobody's really shut Pavia down except for Alabama. So until somebody does, we're waiting.
Well, even they didn't. I mean,
he's not the two top 40 defenses he's played. He's only played 2. Alabama and South Carolina. He played 3. He's had 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, never went over 200 yards.
All right, so 3 out of the 8 games he played top 40 defenses, but he won all of them except 1. I mean, look, I don't think his numbers are good, but the motherfucker figures out a way to win. And he's 5'6".
Well, hey, Rob, here's the thing. Now, at Alabama, he threw that interception down in the red zone. Basically lost Vandy the game there. Yeah. Right. So, and then Lenore Sellers fumbles yesterday against Alabama, and that basically lost us the game because, of course, it gave him a chance to go down here and score. But, like, everybody's shitting all over Lenore Sellers, and everybody loves him.
Pavia has 15 passing touchdowns. 8 of them. 8. Over half of them came against the group of 5 teams, Charleston Southern, I forget. Oh, Utah State. That was the other one. Over half his touchdowns came against those 2 teams. Nico did that exact same shit. Nico, as a freshman, did that exact same shit and got told every week he was shitty. And now we're out here fucking shaking ass for Pavia, even though Nico had the same record this far in.
I'm not shaking ass for Pavia. I just said he doesn't put up good numbers, but somehow his team wins games.
I mean, Joey's
I don't know how he does it. I looked up his offensive line. He's got a bunch of 2-star offensive linemen blocking for him, and somehow they're 7-1 in conference, and we're heading to Halloween.
Nico had 4 of his offensive linemen from last year were eligible to go to the NFL. You know how many made it to NFL teams? 0. 0 made NFL teams. He had a dog shit offensive line too, and we were dragging. And I'm not saying Nico was good, but I'm just saying if you're going to have that energy for a 19-year-old redshirt freshman, have that same energy for the 27-year-old that's been in college for 5 years and has 50 starts under his belt.
Wait. Who are we talking about? Like, look, my thing is that I think it's safe to say that Nico had a better cast of players with him than Pavia has at Vanderbilt. Would you agree with that?
How do you figure Pavia came into the season with the best, supposedly the top 3 running back and the best tight end in the country, allegedly?
So Vanderbilt has a better roster than Tennessee does, is what you're telling me now.
That's what we got told in the preseason, yeah.
I'm asking, so I don't give a shit about the preseason. You're a smart dude. I'm asking you your opinion.
I agreed. I said Joey was going to be
your
good.
Opinion.
I said Joey was going to be good in June, and people were like, "Oh bullshit, bro! You trade for DJ Lagway in a heartbeat. You trade for this quarterback in a heartbeat over Joey. Joey's just leading the conference in most stats right now."
I think Sellers is better than all of them, but that doesn't matter because Sellers is going to go.
Maybe he should come to a real offense.
Well,
Scott, the UNC fan, says the UNC now has a better defense than Tennessee does. Chris, is that true?
Who does?
UNC.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sitting here shaking ass for our defense. I know our defense. But the thing is our defense is giving up 30, but our offense is scoring 50.
Let me read Ethan's super chat here. It says, lost a first-rounder cornerback, lost our starting cornerback first game of the year, and our starting safety future first-rounder in the spring to Miami. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if there's definitely something to talk about. He was pretty good.
I just think it's weird that, I know there's a lot of hate for Pavia out there, and I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's like line it up in the dirt and he ends up making some plays. But Vanderbilt is a team that's interesting to me because they are 7-1. The one loss is to Alabama, and they keep getting this whole thing of when are they going to fall, and they haven't fallen yet. I think Tennessee beats them, by the way. I really believe that. I think Tennessee beats them. I think that your roster top to bottom is better than theirs, and the game is at Tennessee. I mean, I don't think you guys lose very many games there. So I worry about the game at Florida because you went down there with great teams and lost. Doesn't make any sense to me. But and Oklahoma,
we've never went down there with like the top offense in the country, though.
But you've had better teams than the teams that were at Florida, though. That's for damn sure.
Not by much. Not by much. Even the bad Florida teams, Tennessee wasn't that much greater. Like Florida would be 6-6, and Tennessee would be 8-4. Like it wasn't like we were 10-win teams or going down there and losing to 3-win teams. Like I get it. It's a mental thing.
I'm trying to give your team credit here, sir. I'm just saying.
Get it.
I think that there's a segment of folks that maybe feel like Dr. Vol after seeing the Kentucky game last night, but I would be shocked if Tennessee lost to Vanderbilt this season. I would be floored by that. So
I would be too.
You'd be floored?
I'd be floored if they lost to Vanderbilt at home. Yeah, I would.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What hostile environment has Vanderbilt went into and just played well? I mean, most of their games have been home this year.
Well, for 3.5 quarters.
South Carolina. I mean, the South Carolina folks they packed that bitch out. 83,000 people were pissed off at Pavia from the beginning, where he called his shot before the season. I mean, the students were fucking ready to kill him on the spot. So I'd say that's pretty volatile.
We'll see.
He went to Virginia Tech early in the season and won there, and that place was packed that night. I mean, it's not now, obviously, because of the shitty year they've been having, but I mean, that was pretty hostile.
I mean, all his crowning achievement wins. We'll see what Mizzou does. I mean, I think if Bo was in that game, I don't know if they win it. But like all their crowning achievement wins have asterisks beside them because you got Virginia Tech fired their coach, LSU fired their coach, South Carolina probably going to be 6-6. Alabama, they lost
that quarterback yesterday that played for Mizzou. He looked like he was better than, and that was I mean,
he's a true freshman. He's a 5-star, but he's still a true freshman.
He looked like he did a better job than Perbula to me, from what I saw. And I was live streaming our game at the same time, so it was kind of hard to keep up with him, what was going on the whole time. But I don't know.
Good. It's just frustrating. And
that final play was crazy.
I guess it's just frustrating because you sit there and you watch Joey, and he does everything right, and he had no believers, and he came in, and he's statistically one of the better quarterbacks in the country. He after every game, he's thanking God. He's just doing like everything that everybody says they want their quarterback to do. Meanwhile, Pavia's out here pimping his mom out to Theo Vaughn and cussing every chance he gets and dropping F-bombs to Holly Rowe. And people are like, oh, my God, I love him so much. He's the best quarterback in the country. And it's just frustrating to see, man.
I don't know what Joey does. I guess that doesn't make waves. I don't know.
He's going to win us some more games, I think. And it's just crazy because, if you watch his film, I mean, if he hits 200 yards next week against Oklahoma, he breaks the record for the most 200-yard games in a row. But he was a nobody. That's the worst quarterback. All the quarterbacks Tennessee could have went out and got. Avery Johnson's out here falling off.
Right, well,
Rocco Beck's falling off.
But hold on a second, sir. I mean, let's slow down for a second.
Tough pill to swallow.
Heupel, it is a tough pill to swallow, but Heupel does better with quarterbacks that nobody wants anymore. I mean, if you really stop and think about it, I mean, Aguilar was at App State and then, made his way out to UCLA before coming here. Nico was that 5-star talent, but he didn't really put up the numbers that Aguiar's put up this season.
Hooker was the guy maybe it's got something to do with these kids not just wanting to learn. Anymore.
Well, it could be that the 5-star guys are like, fuck you, I'll just live off my arm talent or whatever. And these other guys come in, I'd be more excited if I were a Tennessee fan about going to get guys that are, second and third string somewhere else that really want to try compared to these 5-star guys that got you running around wearing Hawaiian lays for $10 a pop.
But that's the thing, though, is like Kiffin gets pretty good credit. But, I mean, Kiffin's out here with a D2 quarterback that was like 87th in the transfer portal and just quarterbacks. He's doing big things with him. Heupel's doing big things with supposedly the worst quarterback in the country last year, according to all the pundits. And, but still, everybody be like, send your kid to Steve Sarkisian. Send your kid to Kalen DeBoer. And I'm not saying Ty's doing well. Ty is an efficient quarterback. Ty's not doing anything. Ty is playing the safest, most boring brand of football out there. And it's working. Don't get me wrong. It is working. But Ty's not out there slinging it and getting out there and throwing 70-yard bombs. He's sitting there. He throws it to Jeremy Bernard behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And then
but isn't it about winning, though? Doesn't that have a little bit to do with it?
You could be a good quarterback and go somewhere and win and play an exciting brand of football. Like the thing with Alabama's offense is like the one thing me and Dr. Vol do agree on is I think it's going to bite them when they hit a real defense because they don't have a run game. If you go look, they're like 15th or 16th in the conference in rush yards per game. They're not running the ball very well. I think they have like 8 rushing yards on the season, so they're averaging one rushing yard a game or one rushing TD a game. That's what happened at Washington. Like you said, their running backs have 15 total touchdowns on the season. They get to a team that can stop the pass, and all of a sudden they start trying to run the ball, and they can't.
Yeah. Let me ask you this because this is a fair question from Peg and Megan here. Will you have the hat trick, meaning that you lose to Bama, Georgia, and Florida all in the same season, and does that change your opinion on Heupel? Sir?
His audio is kind of
whack, but that's a fair question, right, Jackpot? If they lose to Bama, Georgia, and Florida this year, and you're the same, you went to the playoffs last year. Are Tennessee fans going to get pissy if that happens? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Chris's stuff there. Y'all see I didn't boot him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
I had my internet a while ago. It just totally freaking went out, and I had to log back in.
Crazy.
It's raining up here right now. Sports Talk Tom Bailey said, "Thank you, sir." He says, "Great game by the Gamecocks."
Read Eddie's comment there, Jackpot. That's pretty funny.
He says, "I'm thinking about Bobby as thick mom. Also, I see it smiling. Ha, yeah, good looking woman."
Yeah, all right, there you go.
They didn't show her any yesterday, though. Not that I saw. I don't know if they did or not. I was watching.
ESPN cameras love showing Pavia's mom for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see yesterday.
Yeah.
That game was wild. That game was wild. They stopped them on the goal line. Stopped Mizzou on the goal line. If they'd gone in, they would have went overtime. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the link out here one more time if you want to join us. Appreciate you guys as always.
The Biscuit says the problem is each of Heupel's chins disagree with what direction the program needs to go. Dang.
Someone said the same thing the other day about Heupel's chins calling plays, and maybe the players were confused. They were supposed to pitch left from the left chin.
Has each one of Heupel's chins now taken on its own personality now?
Yeah, I wonder if the right chin argues with the left chin and says, "Hey."
I don't know. They like Siamese twins.
I don't know.
They're going to go to the prom together.
Billy, welcome to the program.
Man. Is it Tennessee night again in here?
Peg and Megan off the top rope again. says Jackpot would eat street corn with jalapeno. That's great.
Oh, I'd do that anyway.
Of course you would.
First and foremost, hats off to Kentucky. That quarterback, what's his name? Cutter Boley.
Cutter Bowley.
Jackpot's got another name for him. What did you call him, Jackpot? Cutter something Boley?
Turd Cutter. That was Big Barney Ross came up with that one. Turd Cutter Boley.
Turd Cutter Boley.
Yeah.
Big Barney Ross says each one of Heupel's chins has its own fortune cookie. Damn it, Big Barney Ross. That's a tough pill to swallow. Tough pill to swallow.
Congrats to South Carolina for playing Bama to within one play. One play was the difference. They played a great game. Tennessee secondary is terrible. The numbers don't lie. But then the number with the number 3 scoring team in the nation don't lie either. So one cancels one out.
Well, at least their defense. I mean, at least they had a pick 6 yesterday. I mean, they did do that.
Well, I mean, we've said it a couple times. I don't like making excuses, but it's not an excuse; it's a fact. When you have an All-American first team not at your corner, it makes a difference. When you got a true freshman in there, we seen him against Georgia get picked on. He gave up 3 touchdowns, 3 or 4 pass interference. He's way in over his head. You're going to get burnt, and he got burnt. He's been burnt every game. They pick on this kid. Number 4, Ty Redmond. I'll say his name. Shouldn't be out on the field. But anyway, and then you lost a starter, Gilbert, from a senior this year stuff. So, yeah, it makes a difference when you don't have a senior quarterback, an All-American quarterback, and then the safety that's not on there. So you put up with what you got. So, long as G5 Joy, which everybody was questioning his talents, was he just ain't going to make it. Well, he leads the nation in 200-yard games. I think he's at 32. One more game and he breaks the NCAA record. So I don't know. I think Hype was a pretty good judgment of talent at the quarterback position. I think he's got. He's going
to have a tough test this coming weekend.
I'm saying we've got one more loss along the road someplace. Let the offense sputter and the defense play like they did last night, and you could 1 or 2 more losses. So it could happen. It could happen. But all in all, and of course there are delusional Tennessee fans up here wanting to fire Heupel. Unbelievable.
I can't. Yeah, everybody's in the fire their coach mode right now because everybody saw Sunbelt Billy get fired. Everybody thinks it's cool.
We discussed this on the game. Jordan Dealmaker. LSU did not fire Brian Kelly with not having their man. They've got their man, and I'm guessing it's James Franklin. Why would Lane Kiffin want to leave Ole Miss? He can go 8-4 every year, be bowl eligible, and Ole Miss is that's pretty much their expectations, and he's doing just fine.
Well, I think he's probably raised the expectations
a little bit.
But can you imagine someone winning 71% of their games?
Yes,
71%, and has a Heisman Trophy winner and a trip to Atlanta in 4 years, and that's not good enough.
Who's this? Franklin?
That would be Kelly.
Oh.
That's what Kelly's done. He's won 71% of his games, had a Heisman Trophy winner, and played for the SEC title in 1 out of his 4 seasons. Averaged 10 wins a season. 6-2 was his average SEC record. No, that's not good enough. Fuck out of here.
Well, in the day and age of NIL money and transfer portal, you don't get 3 or 4 years anymore. And who and how LSU lost is the difference. So James Franklin lost to UCLA and Northwestern back-to-back. That's horrible. He needed to go. Because these fans aren't settling on, and I don't want to be ugly. Let's beat Clemson every other year and be bowl eligible. That's horrible expectation. That's horrible. So you got to go. You got to go. In the era of NIL and transfer portal we're in right now, and we've picked on South Carolina's O-line now for 2 years. Why is South Carolina's O-line in that predicament with NIL money and transfer portal? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. That's the question that should be being asked.
It's not a talent issue. It's a coaching issue. And I think you're starting to see that already. I mean, look at how much more improved that unit's been just in 2 weeks. Now, their running stats they don't show it, but look how much more disciplined they are. They played their best game yet yesterday. I mean,
if your son was eligible to be a quarterback, would you let him go to South Carolina play and behind that line?
No
way.
No, not behind the one that was there the past couple, but that's been there all year. But like I said, they've been improved since John Elliott took over that unit. But
but what I'm saying is there should be more old linemen to choose from, and for Beamer to come on a press conference and say, "Well, we're missing a couple of old linemen in the transfer portal era." I don't think so.
Well, getting good, you can get numbers as far as offensive linemen out of the transfer portal, but getting the really good ones, they're hard to get. They don't get in the portal as much as some of these other positions, like some of the skill positions. I don't think the teams hold on to them, but.
Well, it was heartbreaking to see South Carolina because I was ready to storm the field from my house. My face was pressed up against the TV. I fell asleep in the first quarter, woke up in the fourth quarter. I said, "We're ahead by 8 points." I mean, South Carolina.
But Billy, at your age, you cannot
start. See, I heard you said it. You must be a closet Gamecock fan.
I am. I've always said that. I've been following them since '74. So.
Cool.
Jim Morrison, they and bless my heart, my son, he went tailgating yesterday, and he gave his ticket away, probably one of the better games all year, and he had to watch it on TV. So, but yeah, that was a great game, great performance.
Hey, I wouldn't have gave that ticket away.
All right. Anyway,
sure. Heupel's holding his own against Alabama. I think he's 2-2 now. So whatever. It's they're not unbeatable. FSU proved that. My God, what a loss on that schedule.
Yep. Well, but it's weird that FSU can't seem to win against anyone in the ACC, but they did beat Alabama.
And now they've got them as an 8.5-point favorite against Wake Forest next week. How is that possible?
They're not. Oh, well, we don't have that on our list of games. Otherwise, I would. Yeah.
We were. You had it there at first, but that was the one I told you to replace with the Air Force.
Air Force and Army, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Either way, it was disheartening yesterday to watch that game. It was absolutely disheartening. I felt bad for Lenore's, and everybody needs to get off his back. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been in the position they was to begin with.
I agree.
Can I make a point here, Jackpot? We have not had any Florida State fans come up in here lately. And since Miami lost, I haven't seen a Miami fan comment. Just saying.
No.
They're the most fair weather.
Well, there's only one that was commenting on here, and he was rather annoying. So
he's gone now, though. One loss, and he's ready for hoop
I saw him in Uncle Lou's chat the other night on Friday night when he streamed that Virginia Tech game. I saw him commenting on some bullshit there, but he has like 30 different troll accounts and that.
Biscuit says he pictures Billy's chair like Wally on that spaceship. That's funny.
It's I forgot what I was going to say, but it's if you're not firing your coach right now and getting early bird gets the worm. So if South Carolina, I'm going to tell you something. I still think because Virginia Tech's their search committee's got an NDA, non-disclosure agreement on their contract, says they will not disclose who they have interviewed, nor will they disclose who they hire. I'm going to go out on a limb. Beamer's going to Virginia Tech.
And look, if he does, with all the coaches that have left, I mean, it's going to be hard to get. I mean, I'm not saying that it makes it sound like I'm shitting on them, but if you have the Florida job and you have the LSU job right there in the mix, and obviously South Carolina is better than Arkansas, but if you can go to one of those three schools, I mean, you probably would look at LSU and Florida first, right? I mean, is that fair?
I'd say so. How do you lose at Florida? I've never figured
that out. I asked fucking Napier. He was doing a good job.
Just like Muschamp down there. How those coaches that have been down there, how do you lose?
Muschamp ran off like a shit ton of players. I mean,
the last 4 Florida coaches have gotten fired. So you have that to think about before taking that job. And, I mean, you'd come to South Carolina and win 8-9 games a year, you would be a god. You go to Florida and win 8-9 games a year, they're ready to fire you because they think they should be better than that. When actually all they've done is they had 2 good decades. They had 2 really good decades with Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer, and they think that they're supposed to win 10 games every year. They're just not. I mean, it's just an average program.
Well, again, in the era of NIL money and the transfer portal, it's apples and oranges now. I mean, if you need a tight end and you don't get a tight end in the transfer portal, that's on you. That's what I'm saying. I mean, coming out of high school or coming out of the transfer portal, you know, it's going to open up this year. When is it going to open up? In January, I think.
Something like that.
It's going to be interesting to see who leaves and who stays.
So the transfer portal is not open until January?
I think that's when it opens.
I'm checking it out now.
So is it opening after the playoffs?
Yes, which is smart. Who opens a transfer portal during bowl games and stuff?
Yeah, but how's that supposed to work for school and the second semester?
No, you're acting like these kids go to school to learn. I mean, football and pussy. They're not there to damn get an education. What is wrong with you, Jackpot?
Well,
it's going to mess my academics.
How they enroll? I mean, a normal student wouldn't be able to do that.
Well,
they're not normal students,
They're not normal students, brother.
Fucking Clemson's got 4 Bentleys in the parking lot that are not coaches' cars. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. When does the portal open? I think it's in January.
The transfer portal is open from January 2nd to 16th of 2026.
And that's it. That's it.
Giving an additional 5-day window afterwards. So you'll know who your team is after the 16th.
And if Beaver don't have 5 offensive linemen, shame on him or somebody coming out of high school.
Here's the thing, too. The spring window has been eliminated entirely.
I knew they were doing that, which is good.
One window. One window.
One window. And it does say players on teams that make it to the national championship get an extra 5-day window from January 20th to 24th. So you could get some players from whoever plays for the title. But other than that, it's January. My wife was just laughing about South Carolina getting players from national championship teams. January 2nd to 16th is the primary window. So there you go.
Well, it's possible. I mean, if you want to go someplace where you can play, you know, there was a South Carolina fan on another saying something the other day. Oh, they're bringing all those recruits in against Bama. I'm thinking they might be sitting there looking at, hey, I could start as a freshman, some of those positions, or, you know, they bringing in stuff. But
yeah, I could get my dick kicked in by Bama as a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
But it was also interesting the other night. They didn't understand on Gamecock Tug stuff why the thing line was dropping, and as we all know, it drops when it gets so big, it gets large enough. Then you start thinking, well, will Alabama have their 3s and 4s in by the fourth quarter, which obviously they didn't, but that's where that comes in. They never think about that. Will they leave their starters in, is what I'm saying, and run up the score, or will they bring them out? So, which could decrease the lineman. You see what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
I got you. Billy knows all about Roe versus Wade. He decided to wait on him with George Washington. Thank you, Big Barney Ross.
Big Barney Ross. Congratulations.
I look at these Vegas lines now, and you start to see the weird ones, and that it's like it starts to kill a little bit of the suspense in college football for me, because you can look at these lines and they're so sharp and pretty much tell where you're going to find an upset at, and tell where a game's going to be close that shouldn't be, or you wouldn't think it's like this SMU Wake Forest game yesterday. On paper, who the hell thought them Wake Forest beating us? Well, and that line was tight, and then what happens? Wake Forest beats them. Like I don't even know. It's like, damn, I don't even need to watch the games anymore. All I got to do is just look at these Vegas lines. I can tell what the score's going to be.
Well, it'd be like Bama playing University of South Alabama, and the line's at 24. You wouldn't bet that. You know why? Because Alabama will probably have the 3s and 4s in by the third and fourth quarter, and the game's not going to be 24. You don't know if they're going to leave the starters in, is what I'm saying, and cover that line. There's a good I never bet those big lines like that, because most coaches are kind-hearted and stuff, and they're not going to leave their starters.
No, well, Kalen DeBoer did beat UL Monroe 73-0.
Yeah, but did he take this? If they took the starters out and put the 3s and 4s in, that's like old what was the Florida State coach?
Bobby Bowden
said one time they accused him of running out the score. He said, "I'll tell you what, when I put my 3s and 4s in there, I'll tell them not to score if you tell them don't try to tackle them." He said, "You don't tackle them, I'll tell them not to score."
Yeah, that's on that Miami, that 30 for 30 video too, where they in 1985 when they were accused of running up the score against Notre Dame when Notre Dame was really bad, and Jimmy Johnson said, I had the third and fourth string in there, and they kept scoring. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Tell them not score? Said, I can't help it if you can't stop them. I mean, that's not my problem.
What's Biscuit said? Lando said, "Clear out Cloud City." He's got me. Well, let me get off here. Thanks for having me. I just wanted to come in and give props to, what does props mean anyway? But to South Carolina.
Prop up is to push them up after they've fallen.
Oh, okay. Or their flowers for, because it shocked me, but it can be done. It can be, and the play calling was a lot better. I mean, at the beginning, I'd never seen that all year. I mean, he opened it up a little bit and ran some stuff. I'd still like to see Nick Harbor on a jet sweep at full gallop. I want to see the defensive back tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks,
all right,
y'all.
there you go.
Thank y'all very much. Good night. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
We'll see you later, buddy.
Good
All right,
night.
so Megan says he wants to tell us how Florida can beat Georgia. We'll give him an opportunity to do that. I think that's just not going to happen, but we shall see. They may lead for a quarter like they did last year in the cockroach.
Well, I mean, you don't really know what you're going to get from Florida because Billy Napier was calling the plays. So
that might be better. Is that what you're saying? Maybe.
It might be. I mean, who's going to be calling their plays? Who's going to fill their shoes? Who's going to stand that tall? Somebody had made an AI image of Billy Napier dressed up in full LSU coaching gear with a headset on. Here's the Louisiana native, he's not a Louisiana native. He just coached in Louisiana. So here's the Louisianian that LSU needs on the sideline to send them to the promised land, and it was Billy Napier.
All right, we're going to get Megan before we get out of here. As soon as his devices connect here, he should be up in just a second. But he is going to tell us how Florida can beat Georgia this year, which this should be interesting. We shall see. I don't know. Walk It Off Sports says Begging Megan says it every game, but he doesn't watch football anymore. I don't know. I think he still watches. Oh well, maybe we'll give him another second here and see if he's going to look up.
Oh, did you know? Every time I think about him, I think about the Redneck Brawl. Do you know they're doing another Redneck Brawl? It's actually 3 days before my birthday, so it's on December the 12th. They're going to have a Redneck Brawl in Charleston, West Virginia.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on just a second here. We'll talk about the games for this week in addition to as we wait on Peg and Megan here. Here are the games. We've got Oklahoma at Tennessee, Vanderbilt at Texas, Georgia and Florida, Miami at SMU, Georgia Tech at NC State, Mississippi State at Arkansas. The reason we have that game is one of those teams is going to get a conference win. Arkansas, Mississippi State and Arkansas. It should be interesting. That might be the game Mississippi State gets. Kentucky's at Auburn. We'll see how that works out for them. We drop Wake Forest and SMU or an FSU and put in Army and Air Force. We have Duke at Clemson and SC at Old Piss. We await the jackpot shitter. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh God, I gotta give you one of those now. I was
while you do that, we're gonna go with Peg in here. Peg
no, Jay, it's not in Johnson City this year or this time. It's going to be Charleston, West Virginia, at the Charleston Civic Center. In that,
I mean, I'd go to one of those things. I'm not, All right, let's see here. Pegan, what do you got for the show, buddy?
I think it was destiny that the Redneck Brawl was going to wind up in West Virginia at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it fits.
Yeah. No, I was halfway joking about poor mouth. And
would you go to a live Redneck Brawl, sir? Would you go to a live Redneck Brawl?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, okay. Yeah. Because I think I would go. I really do. I wouldn't go by myself, but I would, if they roll closer to here, I'd probably go. I'm not going to make it an overnight trip to go watch rednecks beat the fuck out of each other, but if I could watch it close by, I would go.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I would. There's a certain amount of energy I would draw the line at exerting over that for sure. But no, I was halfway joking about poor mouth in the Florida Georgia game because I know that's what I do every year. But no, anybody who's watched Georgia knows their defense struggles with two things, and it's the deep ball and a mobile quarterback. And that's exactly what DJ Lagway is. He throws a great deep ball, and he's extremely mobile. So do not be I don't like how this game is setting up with the firing of the coach and the unknown. It's just something about it feels weird. I don't like it at all.
Do you want me to bring in Octavian because you get on and then all of a sudden he shows back up after weeks?
Octavian is what happens when your mother drinks well into the third trimester, heavily.
Octavian, what's going on, sir?
Mr. Peg and Megan, I've been looking for you. You look like you've been on a milk carton. Where you been at, bud?
Hey, how's the world of fried chicken treating you, buddy?
Man, you know what? We're gonna beat the goddamn shits out of y'all this weekend. I can't wait. We're gonna beat the dog shits out of y'all, and we're gonna fucking end y'all fucking streak. And we're gonna be the first team to get Kirby Smart with an interim head coach. How about that? You fucking Georgia man.
Fuck hey, how about new material from Octavian, everybody? Isn't that wonderful?
We're gonna put belt to ass. Saturday, 3:30. You be there, buddy.
Again, how do you continue to come up with new material? I'm amazed at the.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed that you're still here, you Georgia man. I'm surprised you're still alive after these close games that you've been having the last couple of weeks, man. We should be on heart attack protocol.
You're amazed I'm still here. When's the last time you beat Georgia? COVID?
It's going to happen this
It
weekend,
was
bud.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, COVID. And when's your last SEC title?
2008, sir.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you're amazed. You're amazed I'm still here. Just for
I'm
clarification.
going to. We're going to kick y'all ass, and then Kirby's going to be looking like we let the interim head coach kick y'all ass.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, hey, since you know that, how much money are you going to put on it, Octavian?
Listen here, sir. I will listen. Listen. I'm so confident this year. I will send you a Tim Tebow shirt, and I will mail it to you because we're gonna beat that ass. And
why would you send him that? He's got toilet paper at his house. He doesn't need more toilet paper.
He's listen. If Florida when Florida wins, I ain't gonna say if. When Florida wins Saturday, I'm gonna mail him a Tim Tebow jersey. He will be wearing it on this program next Sunday.
Yeah, but what do you get if Georgia beats the fuck out of you? Besides, we don't have to hear your shit for fucking 3 weeks.
Oh, I'll be calling, sir. I'll be calling back in, sir. That's not going to change.
What does he get if he wins, though? You just said if he lost. What do you get? What do you get if he wins?
What do Georgia wants?
First of all, Rob, it's already been made clear Georgia will not win. We've heard it from the Nostradamus of college football, the guy who never gets a pick wrong. So just give that up right now. And second of all, there is zero chance, Octavian, that you can take a jersey, fold it up, package it, and then actually get an address right in English to get to that.
We're going to get it right. We're going to send it to you. We're going to send you a nice Florida Gator package. Because you can take that bulldog shit and toss it in the trash can and set it on fire, just like BBD when he burned up that Lane Kiffin jersey and stuff.
Why can't you do like what Jackpot and I did? Jackpot and I had a gentleman's wager about Cocktober that the Gamecocks would lose. I said they'd lose every game in October. Have a wager like that. Jackpot and I did that. Why can't you do this? Besides, I'm going to wrap up a bunch of shit and send it to you.
I would do it.
Here, it's simple. $50. Whatever it is you came up with. I'm sure Peg and Megan will back that up.
Let's do a $20 bet.
His team doesn't.
Let's do a $20 bet, Peg and Megan.
$20 isn't worth him getting a damn Venmo account for you to pay him. $50, buddy.
Rob, give me a second here. Octavian, I tell you what, brother. My end of the bet will be to send you the damn batteries that smoke alarm takes, whatever they are, however many you have in that house. I will cover all of your smoke alarms. How about that? I don't ever want to hear that thing chirping again.
All right, but I'm tell you this right now. We're gonna kick Gunnar Stockton's ass. We're gonna beat Cash Jones' ass. We're gonna beat Oscar Delp's ass.
Cash Jones.
Yeah, fuck Cash Jones. Fuck Cash Jones. I can't stand that dude. Fuck him.
Hey, Jackpot, you laugh, but go check last year's tape. Guess who had the best catch and run on Florida? Mr. White Boy. Cash Jones ran all over Florida last year.
I didn't know he done anything. I just knew Uncle Lou always, when I've watched his lives, he always bitches whenever they when he comes in.
Yeah, well,
this is my favorite. This is my second favorite week of the season when I get the roast.
Here lately, you must like getting your shit kicked in because Georgia's been hammering y'all. So
we're gonna beat the shit out of them this year. I'll promise you that.
You are currently a 7.5 point dog. I think that line
7 points. Oh yeah,
7.5 points.
Oh shoot, they way off. Well, we're gonna kick their ass. Way off.
Hey, Jackpot, just on the side note, there seems to be a common thing with players for Georgia who Uncle Lou hates. Just mind you that he was also against Lad McConkey and told us how bad he sucked when he first started as well. So just food for thought there.
Baylor man, if you're making a bet this week, take the Gators right now against Georgia Bulldogs because those lucky summer bitches is going to lose this weekend.
Oh, based on your record, I have to. How would I go against anything you say? I mean, you've got a spotless win-loss prediction.
Jackpot, I feel for you, man. Yesterday, man. That was just that was a divisible loss yesterday.
Yeah, that was rough. Almost rather get blown out.
That was just heartbreaking.
Well,
Thank you.
Octavian, I mean, you got some. If your team wins, you got plenty of batteries coming to your house. That's pretty good, man.
We're going to beat the dog shits out of Georgia. I just don't understand why y'all just don't think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We changing up the offense. They don't know what they don't know what we're doing.
I'm pissed at Peg and Megan that he came up with something better than I could. Fuck you, Peg and Megan. That is hilarious. Goddamn.
Par for the chords. Par for the chords, Rob.
I've been looking for Peg and Megan. I've been looking for Peg and Megan for weeks now, man. Because I've been waiting for this week, just for this week.
You won't find him. He's not coming through the drive-through line. So
I've been looking for him.
All right, guys. I'll let you and the genius have it here.
Thank you, Peg, and see you later,
I'm
buddy.
Genius.
Fuck Georgia. Peg and Megan. Fuck Georgia. By the way, fuck Ladd McConkey. Fuck Kirby Smart. Fuck Gunnar Stockton. Fuck Isaiah Branch. And fuck your defense. Go get us and the hell with Georgia.
All right, there you go. Octavian with the call, and of course Peg and Megan. All right, Jackpot. I think we had a good show, buddy. Anything else?
Take note of this one here. The Kell Hall Shitter game is going to be Washington State at the Beeve.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, good stuff there, guys. Hey, appreciate y'all. We'll see you later on.
Thank you.
All right, Jackpot.